Hello friends, I am Khan Sarwat Anjum, science teacher, Sri Saraswati Bhuvan High School, Aurangabad. Today we are going to learn first chapter of Science and Technology, second, Heredity and Evolution.
Morning students, today we are going to see evolution. Yesterday we learned heredity and after that I told you that we will start with evolution. Now we will see what is evolution. Actually evolution is very long process. It is very slow and spontaneous process. Evolution is gradual change occurring in living organism over a long duration. All the changes occur in the universe, that is in planet, in stars, that is in space, and as well as in the biosphere found on the earth is included in the evolution. Now we will see what is the definition of evolution. Formation of new species due to change in specific characters of several generations of living organisms as a response of natural selection is called evolution. Everyone is curious to know the origin of life, not only now, in ancient period also. And there are different types of theories which tell us about origin of life. Now we will see how life is originated and origin of life. See, before 3.5 billion years ago, there was no life on the earth. Nothing was there. Only simple elements like carbon, hydrogen, oxygen, nitrogen, such simple elements found in the ocean. After a long duration of this condition, simple compounds are formed with the help of these simple elements. Simple compounds are formed with the help of these elements. It also takes a long duration. After again a long duration, some compounds are formed, some organic compounds, some inorganic compounds are formed with the help of these elements. After a long period, the complex compounds are formed with the help of these organic and inorganic compounds like proteins and nucleic acid, from which cell can be produced. And after this, with the help of protein, nucleic acid, first primitive cell is produced, and this is the origin of life. Actually, life is originated here in the ocean in form of one cell, that is unicellular body is present in the ocean. As it is a origin of life, it have a property of dividing. It have dividing property. It get divided and redivided, and as it get divided and redivided, many cells are produced there. The produced cell, they also differ in them by some characters. Out of those cells, some cells remain and some cells get adapted with that surrounding. They get adapted and they grow very well in that condition. They remain there and they grow. And some cells which cannot adapt that situation, which do not adapt that condition of the surrounding, that those get perished. It is a nature, or it is a law of natural selection.
Now we will see contribution of great scientist Charles Darwin in evolution. Charles Darwin, a biologist, studied numerous types of plants and animals and suggested that only those animals or those organisms are likely to survive which can best adapt themselves to a changing environment. This is called the theory of survival of the fittest. This is the first principle of Darwin. If an organism is born with a new beneficial characteristic and is able to survive, this change is preserved in the next generation also. This is the Darwin's second principle and is called the theory of natural selection, and it is the base of the evolution.
Nowadays, and at present, we see a great biodiversity. That means there are different types of lakhs of plants and lakhs of animals, lakhs of organisms are on the earth everywhere. In animals, from unicellular amoeba, paramecium to huge animal like whale, and in plants, from unicellular chlorella, an algae, to the huge tree, banyan tree, and other trees which are very much larger in size, these are there on the earth. All these are there from equator to both the poles. All over the world, these animals are there, plants are there, and biodiversity is a great. There is, and biodiversity is scattered all over from equator to both the poles, and their existence is seen in air, in water, on the earth, on the land, etc. Theories for origin and development and evolution of organism are there, but the gradual development of living organism is accepted, and it is called the theory of evolution.
Theory of evolution. According to this theory, the first living material, that is protoplasm, has been formed in ocean. In due course and time, unicellular organism was formed. Gradually, changes occurred in unicellular organisms from which larger and more complex organisms were formed. All those changes were slow and gradual. Duration of all these changes is at 300 crore years. Changes and development in living organism had been all round and multi-dimensional, and this led to evolution of different types of organism. Hence, overall process is called evolution, which is organizational progressive developments of plants and animals from the ancestors having different structural and functional organization is called evolution. Students, we will see evidences of evolution in our next